Welcome to the Team Dynamics Administrator Training resource videos. In this video, we will go over the creation and editing of forms. Forms are the foundation for all tickets in TDX and are used by both clients and your ticketing staff to create tickets. Clients interact with forms through the UIC Help Center service catalog to request services or report problems, while technicians use forms through TD Next when creating tickets. Additionally, email intake is configured to use a defined form to generate tickets. Ticket forms are highly customizable, enabling you to collect relevant information needed to get things done. Team Dynamics provides default forms such as the incident form and service request form. However, you may want to create more specific forms to fit your unit's needs. To create and edit forms, access your TD Admin interface, then select Forms in the left-hand menu bar. From here, you can see all forms that are associated with this ticketing application. Select a form name will open up the Form Builder editing application, which we will go over shortly. There are several pre-created standard forms. These are automatically created when the ticketing application is generated and include one form for every classification. It is also important to note that forms can only belong to one classification. Refer back to the classifications training video from the start of the series for more information on configuring classifications. At the top of the page is an action menu bar. From here, you can create a new form, search for a form, reassociate tickets and services from one form to another form, configure the default form for each classification, or export the list of forms to Excel. In this video, we will focus on creating and editing forms. To create a new form, select New in the top menu bar. A pop-up window will appear. Give the form a name and a classification. Classifications allow tickets created from the form to be organized into one of several categories. The active checkbox ensures that the form will go live upon creation. The Copy From field allows you to copy from an already existing form. Once you are done, select Save. To edit a form, locate and select the form that you wish to edit. This will open the Form Editing interface, which allows you to edit forms, set permissions, and preview your form. The Designer tab in the top menu bar lets you control what attributes are included in a form and how they are configured. Forms are made up of a selected set of attributes. Some attributes are standard, and you can also create custom attributes. We will cover custom attributes in our next video. The star icon next to each attribute indicates it is required. The blue question mark offers further explanation about the attribute. This help text is shown to clients when they fill out the form on the client portal, so be sure to edit the help text as you see fit. You can rearrange the order of attributes by selecting and dragging the three-line icon. You can choose whether an item is hidden, read-only, editable, or editable and required. These options are available for both the client portal and for TD Next interface. Note that some standard fields are only available for technician view. You may also configure attributes to be visible only in the TD Next interface, to use for reporting and tracking, and to simplify the form for your clients. You can edit the attribute's name and help text for this form only by selecting the Edit button. This is also where you can configure the relationship between the two custom attributes through a feature called Attribute Dependencies. You can use this to have an attribute show or hide based on the value selected in the preceding attribute, for example. We will go into more detail on this capability in the next video. You can also add static content such as a horizontal rule, a plain text or HTML area, or headers by selecting the plus sign next to the Add Static Content in the right-hand menu bar. While an option is provided to add new field from this interface, we do not recommend using this approach. Watch our next video on attributes for guidance on creating new attributes. Below Add Static Content, you will see a list of all available attributes. You can search or filter this list using the field and options above. You may remove any fields you don't want to include by selecting Remove. We will briefly go through the standard attributes and the role they play in form creation. Each of the first 5 attributes is required to be on every form, though in some cases, the values can be set to a default and the attribute hidden from view for the client and/or ticketing staff. Technology Solutions generally recommends that the first 3 fields be hidden for the client portal. Type is for internal use. This classifies the nature of the work. Requester is an individual that is listed as the person asking for service detailed within the ticket. This will automatically be populated if the client is filling out a form in the client portal or sending email from the UIC email address. Account/department is the department under which the ticket falls. This should be set to a default of none/not found, as this value will be overwritten by the requester's department affiliation when they submit a ticket. To set this as a default, select the magnifying glass, complete a search, and then select the correct value. Title is a short description of the ticket, whereas description is a full explanation. Service is the name of the service for which the ticket will be opened. The following fields are not required to be included in a form. Attachments allow technicians to attach any relevant files for the ticket. Knowledge base articles allows technicians to associate relevant articles to the ticket. Once you rearrange and configure the form to your liking, select Save at the top of the page. Select Preview in the top bar to see what the form will look like to clients and technicians. The Settings tab allows you to edit the form name and other basic configurations. When you are editing pre-created standard forms, some of these options are disabled, such as changing the classification. Initially Expand All Help toggles the help text to be visible for all fields when the form loads. Clients can always toggle the question mark icon on a particular attribute to view guidance on how to fill out certain attributes, but it can sometimes be helpful to automatically expand this for all attributes. The Services tab shows you which public-facing services are associated with the form. Please note, you cannot add a service association here. That is done by editing the service in the Service Catalog, which is covered in the previous video. The Permissions tab dictates which groups may or may not have access to the form when accessing services and creating tickets. Generally, you will not need to change anything on this tab. Once your form is finished, it may be attached to a service entry in the Service Catalog. Please refer back to the Service Catalog video for more information on this process. Thank you for watching this training video on creating and editing forms in Team Dynamics. View further information at go.uic.edu/tdx-admin-resources and check out the next video in the series looking at attributes.